Today we'll have HGTV's Design Star winner and host of the Oprah Winfrey Network's Homemade Simple, Kim Miles, on this show with some fall makeover tips for your home. Plus, some of the best public schools in the country are right here in Wisconsin. We'll tell you where. Then the U.S. House Judiciary Subcommittee looks at the use of drones in real estate. You won't want to miss this. Your real estate news starts now. Thank you for watching the Real Estate News. I'm your host, Stacy Hansen. Let's take a look at your headlines. New home construction is trailing job growth in a majority of metro areas, and the numbers show that both the Madison and Milwaukee metro areas are not immune to this trend. According to new research by the National Association of Realtors, new home construction is insufficient and contributing to housing shortages in most U.S. metro areas. NAR looked at job creation numbers relative to new housing starts in nearly 150 metro areas over the period of time between 2012 and 2014. The study found that 72% of cities calculated to a ratio above 1.6, which would indicate inadequate new construction. Madison, Wisconsin showed a ratio of 5.7. The Milwaukee, Waukesha, West Allis metro area came in slightly higher at 8.3. According to the NAR chief economist, home building has failed to keep up with the strengthening job market and is now contributing to stronger price appreciation and eroding housing affordability throughout the U.S. Well, Madison, Wisconsin is the third most educated city in America. A new study released by WalletHub.com shows that the level and quality of education in cities around the U.S. varies greatly. By using data from the U.S. Census Bureau, GreatSchools.org, and other sources, the site ranked the 150 biggest metropolitan areas in the country according to the quality of public grade schools and universities. The finding was that after Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Washington, D.C., Madison, Wisconsin had the highest quality public schools and the highest level of education obtained by its residents. Of the 10 least educated cities in America, 4 were in California and 3 were in Texas. The National Association of Realtors president has recently testified before a U.S. House Judiciary Subcommittee on the growing interest in the use of drones as a commercial application in the real estate industry. NAR President Chris Peru also expressed the need for clear regulation on the use of drones that protects the privacy and safety of citizens. NAR has been working closely with the Federal Aviation Administration to advance a responsible approach to commercial drone use. In this case, the drones would be used to capture aerial photos and videos that would allow agents to showcase certain attributes of a property that would be difficult to demonstrate using traditional imagery. Though wide-scale use of commercial drones is currently prohibited, the FAA has issued over 1,300 waivers to date. A large percentage of those waivers have gone to users in the real estate business. New data shows there will be between 14 and 16 million new households created in the U.S. by the year 2024. Of those, as many as 13 million will be home owners. That's according to a new report released by the Mortgage Bankers Association. They estimate that as few as 3 million of those 16 million new households will be renters. They are predicting the rising home ownership rates for a simple reason. A huge population of the U.S. is growing older, and those older people are much more likely to buy than rent. In fact, baby boomers are expected to account for almost 13 million new households in the coming years. That's compared to only around 5 million households formed by the younger millennial generations. Well, stick around. We'll have more coming up right after this. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. With us now is Kirsten Goggin from Century 21 Affiliated. Welcome back, Kirsten.
Hello.
I see you brought a special guest today.
Yes, I am very excited to have brought Savannah Hauglid along. She is my new buyer specialist for Kirsten & Company Realtors. She was interning with me over the summer, and she is all licensed, ready to go, and I'm super excited to have her on the team.
Yep. Well, welcome, Savannah. So I have to ask you, so why did you get into real estate, and why did you choose to join Kirsten's team?
Well, actually, I have basically grown up around real estate, and my father was in it for 20 plus years. And after watching him and my mom, they were kind of a team. I kind of wanted to be, it was either an interior designer an architect or real estate, and I kind of just put them all together. I was like, it's all revolving around houses, so maybe I should just do that. And yeah, just after meeting Kirsten and needing to do my internship for school, it just kind of worked out.
Was glad to have her. She was an amazing asset to me over the summer, and I was so excited that she decided to get licensed and move forward with buying and selling as well. So I'm lucky.
That's wonderful. Now, Kirsten, tell us how the addition of Savannah is going to impact the quality level of service that you'll provide.
Great question. Yeah, so with having Savannah on board, and now we can just serve that many more people. I've always been an agent that believes in quality over quantity. So I'm not going to take on more buyers or sellers than I can properly service the way that I want to have it done, where everyone's happy and everything's taken care of. So now that she is on and she can take a bulk of the buyers, I can focus more on listings, and together we are going to make sure that all of our customers are really happy and have a really good experience.
So Savannah, why should buyers then contact you if they're thinking of buying a home?
Well, I will help determine your real estate needs regarding location, price point, and what home will just be best for you and your lifestyle.
Also, it's good to mention that having a buyer's agent is a seller paid cost in Wisconsin. So to have Savannah represent you and look out for your best interest, negotiate for you, all that wonderful stuff, it's free to the buyer. So, yep. And she's super fun. So.
That sounds great. Well, it seems like it'd be very fun working with you two ladies. Thanks again for stopping by today. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I am still hiring for an admin position, 20 to 30 hours a week. So if you're interested or know someone who is, please check out kjsellsmadison.com.
Sounds great. Well, thanks, ladies.
See you next week.
Thank
and
you.
You stay tuned. We'll have more coming up right after this. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. With me now is Chris Peru. He's a realtor at MHB Real Estate. Welcome, Chris. So nice to have you here. So how did MHB Real Estate get started?
First of all, thanks for having me. Historically, there's only been two options for getting your home sold. The first being paying a realtor's 3% commission, the second being for sale by owner. With MHB's flat fee listing program, we aim to bring you a third option. For $2,500, you get the best of both worlds. You get expert advice and marketing from a top 1% team of realtors, yet at the same time, you only pay a flat low fee comparable to for sale by owner.
That sounds like a pretty good deal. Now, what types of properties do you specialize in?
Our team has experience in every segment of the market. We help our clients buy and sell both $1 million homes and entry-level condos alike. One of the great aspects of our listing program is that the higher the sales price, the greater the savings compared to a traditional real estate agent.
So how has this new option been received so far by your customers?
It's been great. Most of our customers most of our business growth is by word of mouth, yet our sales are almost doubling year over year. In fact, we're on pace to finish 2015 at a little over 100 transactions closed.
Wow, that's great. Congratulations on that. What do you think people like about using you?
Well, yeah, thank you. What we hear from our feedback surveys is that, first, our clients love walking away with more money from closing. Second, most of our clients are very pleased with the high level of customer service that is provided by our team, and that customer satisfaction with our services become essential as we continue to grow by word of mouth referrals. And lastly, they're extremely happy with the complimentary moving trailer we provide our customers.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good service to offer. So do you work with listings or with just buyers, or how does that work?
Actually, our business is about 50-50 working with buyers and sellers. The great thing about working with MHB as a buyer is you're getting an agent that knows the market. We're also able to pass along information for any listings that as soon as we know a house is available. As most buyers quickly realize, in our real estate market, the good listings go fast. And we make sure our buyers are presented with every possible opportunity as soon as possible.
Now this sounds like a great deal. What's the first step if somebody wants to work with you then?
Upon first contact, we usually set up a meeting at our office. Then depending on the nature of the business, we would either review our listing presentation for potential sellers or sit down with buyers to set up a detailed home search and listing notifications. In fact, if you're interested in finding more out about our current listings, you can always check out our future properties link on our website.
Well, that sounds great. Thanks so much for stopping by today, Chris. It was nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
And you stay tuned. We'll have more coming up right after this. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. With me now is Jessica Dent. She's a property manager at Fiduciary Real Estate. Welcome, Jessica. So nice to have you here. So you're here to talk about Domain Apartments. Tell us about them.
So Domain is a 326 unit apartment building, 12 stories. We're brand new. We just opened April 1st of this year. We're state of the art. We have upscale apartments with great features and lots of amenities. And we're definitely focused on providing the downtown renter, sophisticated renter with a new downtown housing market choice. We're professionally managed by Fiduciary Real Estate Development out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So where are you located downtown then?
So our address is 409 West Johnson Street. We're right at the intersection of Johnson and Broome Street. We are conveniently located about 1 block from State Street, 3 blocks from the Capitol Square. We're right on public transportation and just minutes from the university and hospital. We have a walk score that we boast of 98.
Sounds super convenient. Now you talked a little bit about amenities too. What amenities do you offer?
So what amenities doesn't Domain offer? We offer everything. You'll start with our 24-hour state-of-the-art fitness center. We have cardio equipment, lots of free weights. You'll have free tanning included in the gym package. We have a yoga studio where you can walk in and take a live yoga class once a week, or you can do it on your own with our virtual on-demand functional trainer that brings up a 60-minute class that you can partake on your own if you wish. Spin bikes, we have an outdoor pool with grills, we have a fire pit, lots of lounge space, definitely designed to create a unique neighborhood feel. We have an 11th floor clubhouse with expansive views of Madison. You can host a party up there privately. We also like to have lots of social events up there, Packer games, Badger games, etc. A dog wash for you pet lovers. We have a 7-day-a-week management team there to assist you, bike parking that's free, as well as a bike repair station, just to name a few things that Domain has to offer.
That sounds amazing. So why choose Domain over all those other options in downtown Madison?
So when you're thinking of finding a place for yourself, most apartments are going to be pretty similar. What we think sets us apart is the service level we're going to give you. We want to exceed your expectations. You're going to find that you have a beautiful apartment home. We're there for you every day. We're going to help you with anything you need to create a welcoming environment. Domain is also pet friendly. You can bring your cat, your dog of all sizes. We have an amazing maintenance staff there for you every day of the week. You put in a work order one day, we have it taken care of for you the next. And we definitely have engaging social events. So where you might just, move into an apartment and it's your home, here you're going to find that you have a neighborhood and a community. You can get to know your neighbors at one of our social events, and we're there for you every day of the week.
So just a couple seconds left, but I have to ask, what do you currently have available at Domain?
So Domain has studios, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. We start in the $1,000 price range for our studios, and our 2 bedrooms go for about $1,950 approximately. We include most everything with your rent.
Well, this sounds great, Jessica. Thanks so much for stopping by to tell us about this.
Thanks.
And you stay tuned. We'll have more coming up right after this. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. With me now is Dan McHugh. He's the owner of Al Byers Indoor Comfort Systems. Welcome. So nice to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Oh, sure. Now, do people need to have their HVAC equipment in a home professionally serviced if they've already had a home inspection done?
Yeah, we highly recommend it because a home inspection basically will kind of gloss over an overview to make sure that the equipment is, of course, present and operable and it at least functions. But they don't get right down into the nitty-gritty and know that it's running at its peak efficiency or seeing if there's any safety issues. They're just kind of seeing if it's operable.
Makes sense. So why establish a relationship with an HVAC contractor then?
Because just like establishing a relationship with a doctor, sometimes when you need that service, that urgent service, something goes clunk in the night or whatnot, you got to call them and they need to respond right away. Well, if they have a history to know that they already know what pieces, parts, or what equipment's there, they know the model and serial number, it's going to let them get to that service call and get it fixed quicker.
Can people choose their own contractor if there was a home warranty that was included on the sale?
Not always. Usually there's a preferred vendor list that home warranty companies work with, and so therefore with that established relationship, it provides a limited flexibility on who you can generally choose.
Okay, good to know. Well, tell us about test running the equipment once you take ownership of the home.
Well, the reason why we suggest that is because it lets you know if it's going to be functional when you take ownership, meaning after you take ownership, you might not run it for a month or two, let's say middle of fall or whatnot, and you've got 3, 4, 5 weeks before you need it. Well, you'd hate to wait right to the last minute and turn it on and then find out it isn't going to run.
Right, exactly. So what's your service territory then?
Basically, we serve from the state line, Wisconsin-Illinois state line, to about Sun Prairie area, and then from Delvin, Darien over towards the probably Oregon area.
So you provide other services as well. What are those?
Well, certainly what we do is, of course, have heating, cooling, hearth products, fireplaces, stoves, and so on, but we do radon mitigation, we do all types of ventilation. We work with dehumidification, humidification, zoning, custom fabricated ductwork, other things like that.
Well, thanks so much, Dan, and lots of good information today. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
And you stay tuned. We'll have more coming up right after this. Welcome back to the Real Estate News. Well, the cool weather is coming, and that's why fall is the time when many of us begin thinking about giving our homes a fall makeover. Joining us today with some timely tips on giving your home that fall makeover is Kim Miles. She's a past winner of HGTV's Design Star. Currently, she's the designer of the show Home Made Simple on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Welcome, Kim. So nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Stacy. Great to be with you.
So I have to ask you, what's it like to work with Oprah?
You're the first person to ever ask me that. Everybody wants to know, and I totally get it. And all I can say is it's as amazing as you think it is. Because I'm an Oprah baby. I remember the first episode of her show when I was 12. So the fact that she's my boss now, I mean, it's a total pinch me moment.
That's a total dream come true. Amazing. Oh, so tell us, what are some themes that you're seeing in the home design world for fall?
Okay, here's something that I know you don't expect me to say, but a theme that I'm seeing that is huge is tech, smart homes. That is the future. So I don't know about you, but I am never far away from my beloved smartphone. And now I can have a smart home. So here's the company you need to know about. It's Nexia Home Intelligence Systems. It is genius. Basically, it's the easy, affordable way to upgrade any home, make it smart, make it efficient. And you can do it all through your phone. So this means you can control and automate your lights, your thermostat, sprinklers, garage door. They even have a smart lock, and they'll text you when your kids come home. So think about that. So you are fully connected, and I bet you're thinking that sounds great, but wow, it's probably so expensive. No, you can get started for under $100, which is amazing.
Wow, that's definitely attainable. So what are some other simple and relatively inexpensive things people can do to give their home a makeover on a budget?
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm the girl that loves to do a makeover on a budget. I think it's so important to not go into debt for great design. So people, if they don't have a lot of time, if your viewers don't have a lot of money to allocate to it, then go DIY. Take a look around your house and see if maybe there's an item that you can reinvent and reimagine, and then you're gonna hit it with some spray paint. I do this all the time. So my thing is, I collect vintage patio furniture. I use it outside, but I use it inside too. I have 2 1940s chairs that I keep around my dining table. They're gorgeous, but it's vintage, right? So usually you pick it up and it needs a little TLC. You might be dealing with rust. So my go-to paint is Krylon. I love Krylon CoverMax paint. And here's why I like it. It has 10 times the rust protection, which is really key. It has a 10-minute or less drying time. So seriously, if people don't have a lot of time to dedicate, I can't do better for you than 10 minutes. It's amazing to have a great transformation. Also, they have 95 colors in the range. So I swear and I promise you are going to find a color that you love. With 95 colors, you can't go wrong.
So what about dream bedrooms? What do people need to consider there?
Okay, well, dream bedrooms. Bedrooms are so important. It's where we go to relax and unwind and recharge, right? So it should be beautiful. It should be serene. But something that people don't consider about a bedroom is that a third of your life is actually spent in the bed itself. So you can have a beautiful space, but if the bed is not comfortable, you're not going to be happy. So my go-to company is Sleep Number. And I will admit I'm a true believer because I have one. I have slept on a Sleep Number, my husband and I, for 11 years now. I'm never going back. It's just amazing. And what I love about it is, again, it's got that technology. So it has the Sleep IQ technology, which tracks your sleep. It tells you what your pressure points are. It gives you feedback so that when you go to adjust your sleep number, you can do it in an educated way to get the best night of sleep possible. Also, once you have that hooked up and it's time to design the space, in a bedroom, the bed takes up a lot of visual square footage, right? That's a lot of visual real estate. So just changing the bedding can be a huge before and after. And Sleep Number has you covered there too. They have a new line. It's the Smart Classic bedding line. It's gorgeous. It's on-trend colors as well as mix and match patterns, which I think is so fun because it lets you, no matter what your style is, customize a look that feels really considered and really well designed. So Sleep Number, they are marrying that real, true comfort and great sleep to beauty. Those are the things you need to make a gorgeous room.
So staying on the subject of some of that technology, let's talk about the kitchen. How do you incorporate some of your major appliances there?
Okay, well, kitchens can be tough, but LG has our back because they have a brand new line that I am crushing so hard on. It's LG's black stainless steel line, and they have the black stainless steel refrigerator. So if you're only going to get one appliance this season, I would go with this because look at it. It is stunningly beautiful. It doesn't show fingerprints the same way as regular stainless steel. So to me, that's a huge selling point. I hate to see a smudged surface. And also it's got that tech, right? So it has LG's innovative door-in-door technology, which just means the release of a button and you have access to all those grab-and-go items, yogurt, milk, soda, that kind of thing. You're in and you're out. It's super efficient. And it also has 30 cubic feet of usable space. So think about it, as we move toward holiday and you're thinking about entertaining, with this refrigerator, you shop once and everything's going to fit. So you are earning time back in your life to do things you'd rather do, which to me, that is everything. That is a well-designed life.
Well, thanks so much, Kim. Where can people go for more information?
Well, they can see everything I just outlined at tipsontv.com, as well as a lot more inspiration.
Well, thanks so much, and you stay tuned. We'll have more coming up right after this. From all of us here, I want to thank our guests for stopping by and all of you for tuning in to your real estate news. I'm Stacy Hansen. We'll see you next time.